We're doing the Pop the Balloon catch up with Cliff and Ro. This is a virtual catch up. I remember this guy because he was such a simp, bro. This is from Pop the Balloon episode 28. This is when, after the date, they catch up. Let's get it.
And is it a yes for you for him? Yes. We got it!
I remember for her, I was saying she was on some, thought, sex worker shit, you know what I'm saying, do what I do. But E-Man, or was it Flash that was, she's a nurse, bro. She a good girl. She says she a nurse. Flash, you trash.
Make the noise
on that episode, that was kind of like the guys got brought back. It was your second chance
still
at finding someone. Cliff,
that's
how
a
was
lot of make. See, I don't have no idea
She
what
looks
she looks like.
Yeah,
because all that makeup, right?
She looks like
That's
a
a
drag
lot.
queen, bro.
That is a lot.
I also said that them eyes her eyebrows ain't real. She drew them bitches on.
Eyebrows fake, eyelashes fake, makeup makes her looks fake, the hair is fake,
She even
fake
outlined her
nails,
lips.
whole bunch of fake.
Is it for you the second time around?
Second time around, it was a little crazy.
Okay.
I was
Mary said, "I want my
still
makeup
getting
like
hot,
that."
But, I managed to do.
She got nice lips.
I managed to
His
get a
teeth-
match.
his front teeth
Right.
The
bigger
third
than the other.
third time the charm. Like everyone been saying. So, it was pretty. It was kind of. It felt good to actually get a match, but So yeah, from the previous 23. So it was pretty good. I felt good about it.
Okay. Good, yeah, because I know a lot of people were like, man, Cliff went up there twice and he got popped last minute, and then finally third time Ro came in and was like, yes. So everybody was super happy for you.
Yeah.
Ro, how was it for you? How has it been since you've been on the show? All of that.
I mean, it's been okay. I mean, I'm honestly just focused on myself. Not sounding selfish, but yeah, I'm just trying to get my career on path where I want to be.
Good, yeah. And then, good point. Let us know a little bit about yourself. I know in the show you mentioned you were going back to school and things like that. Tell us a little more.
So
Hey, she do look like one of the in 2030 when they have futuristic, realistic-looking sex robots. She looked like she would be one.
back in school. I graduated this year with my associates, but I just got accepted literally after filming. 2 weeks later, I got accepted into the nursing program, so I'm so excited. This
good for
week,
you.
I know, thank you. This week was just orientation. It was just a lot of information, a lot. My mind is really fried, so I'm really not even here. I'm sorry.
Okay, mine ain't really here.
Jump right in then, so we can get over to the juicy topic at hand, which is, since you guys ended up matching, have you guys gone?
Vizcat. Vizcat is a trauma ER nurse. So you say she's not a nurse. Why so? She says she's about to getting in a nursing program. So if you're in a nursing program, does that make you a nurse?
No, you got to go through steps.
But she said that she was a nurse on the show.
Oh wow.
Probably was maybe LBN.
She lying.
Maybe she an LBN and trying to become an RN.
I feel like the day after was a date.
Or
I
CNA?
guess.
Okay, so after filming, you guys went out?
Yeah, for brunch.
Oh, okay. So how was that planned? How would everything go? Let me know.
I mean, if he wants to talk, he can.
Okay, go ahead, Cliff.
So I mean, basically, she had a flight to catch that next morning, and I decided, she was close near to the airport, so it was a little breakfast brunch Snooze Eatery. So I decided we can.
I like Snooze.
Yeah, so I decided let's just go there for brunch and catch up and try to get to know each other and talk a little bit. So I decided to take her to Snooze, so we went to Snooze for brunch that morning.
Okay, how'd that go? Well, how was it for you, Cliff?
It went well. I feel like it went well. We had good conversation. We had mimosas, drinks. We got to feel her energy a little bit more. So I feel like the vibe was pretty smooth for me. That was the first time us one-on-one. So it was pretty cool for me though, for the most part.
Okay, how was it for you, Ro?
It was okay. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I mean, it was a few things that I was noticing during the brunch, but overall it was okay.
Okay, like what? What were you noticing?
I mean, I already addressed it to Cliff. I feel like it was just some topics that were being brought up a lot, and it was kind of why were we discussing it, if that makes sense.
Okay, Cliff, did you want to touch on that?
Basically, the topic that she saying that I brought up was she asked me a question about from the show who was what the females that popped me, and I explained to her one of the contestants that one of the females that popped me, but I guess she said I brought that up multiple times when we were out or when we was there, but I don't feel
like you brought up the other contestant, or you brought up being popped?
Why is she asking about the other females that popped him? Why does that matter?
Yeah,
Why does it matter? Yes, that's a good question.
I'm with you. Like, it doesn't matter. That was before you came along, so it doesn't matter if whoever popped me or not. We talking about us,
bro. A woman wants a man that can get other women. That's important to them. It's stupid. It's dumb.
It's very
but that's
dumb.
how they are, bro. A woman will pass up an ugly dude, but then see him next week with bad bitches, and then
flock to him.
Try to holler at the.
Because she wondering what she got.
What? Ooh, they're just so worried about what if rather than what is.
Yeah.
Good God.
They don't see the good in
terrible.
people.
Like, God dang.
Well, I told her about who the female was that popped me, and I guess she felt like I brought it up so many times. But I mean, she asked me the question, I explained it to her. So, but she said I brought it up multiple times. I don't really recall bringing it up that many times, but I guess in her mind she said I brought it up multiple times. So. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember asking you about it because I know that you had discussed it like prior that night, like when we were in the car, and she wasn't the only one that popped on you. You have to remember that. But I feel like she was being brought up more just because y'all had common interest. So I feel like maybe your mindset was somewhere else, if that makes sense.
You asked him.
Okay, so you feel like... Oh, sorry, Cliff, go ahead.
I mean, we was eating that night when we went out. She asked me the question, like, who was because she was curious, like, who was the ones that popped, and I explained who the ones was, but it was one that I did explain that I did have a little more similar interest with, which I can't deny and lie about that, but yeah, I mean, that was the truth, but fact. But I don't feel like I brought it up constantly, but I did explain to her who it was. So, I mean, and I just left it at that, but I mean, she felt like I said it more than multiple times, so I guess it is, it is what it is on that.
So, Ro, you feel like that other contestant was more his type? Is that what, is that the vibe that you were getting, or?
I can't say type, like he said, like more, they had just more in common.
Okay. And
like, even like Cliff, when we were like at brunch, I even said like, why do you keep talking about it? And then you're like, oh no, I don't know what you said after that, but I know me saying that, okay, why are we still talking about it? Like, it just was like, kept going.
That's the part where I'm confused at, because at brunch, I don't really feel like I brought her name up. I brought her name up that night, and that was pretty much it. Like, brunch, I feel like we was talking about everything else besides that, so I don't really see myself saying that constantly, but I mean, if she feel like that, I said it multiple times, we just gonna leave it at that. She feel like I said it multiple times, so.
So you guys went out the night before the brunch as well, or?
Yeah, we went out that night too.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Where'd you guys go that night?
Didn't you say she was?
Someone said they throwing hands. Let me see.
What?
What's the female still fighting?
That's the one I was telling you about the
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, good shit, bro. You was paying attention.
I think it was Yard House.
Okay, and it was just
but
you
everybody
two, or
was there before we got there because he took me to go change. So I wanted to be in something a little bit more comfortable. So he took me to my Airbnb to go change, and then that's when we met everybody at Yard House.
Who was everybody?
Okay, so this one was more, Yard House is more like a group setting. Everyone else in the show.
Right.
Okay,
it wasn't
I see.
all the matches, but it was just like a few of us.
Got it. Okay.
What
and
the
then
frick?
I was just about to say
What
that.
the heck?
Why are you meeting everybody at a Yard House or meeting any people, period, and it's just supposed to be y'all? We're on a date. I don't need to have this person, that
group
person, that
chat?
person. It's us.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be getting to
With
know,
the girls on the
I'm
show?
supposed to get to know you on a personal level, not with the whole group, with the whole people.
So they can just talk shit about the guys that they didn't pop or popped or whatever?
And the guys
That's how
too.
that shit get messy.
And the guys too, like, man, you were with that ugly bitch. Like, man, I can't believe you were with her. Yeah, that's
that makes sense. She said she asked on the date what girl popped you, because she probably already went out on the date with them girls as a group and they were already talking about them.
Because she said
Messy
there were
business,
multiple
bro.
girls that remember it was multiple girls that popped on you. How did you know that? How'd you know that? How did you know there was multiple girls?
Messy.
the next day was just the two of you guys.
Right.
Okay. So then after brunch, what happened? Obviously, I know you had to go catch a flight.
Yeah, he took me to just to the catch my flight. Yeah.
Okay. And how has the communication and everything been since then?
There has not been a communication.
Oh, okay. So after brunch, you guys determined.
I mean, after, yes. Like when I got here, like back to Texas, yes. But like we like talked about some stuff, and I think like we wasn't on the same page, and maybe like he felt like a certain way, and then I honestly don't want to bring up this issue because I don't know if I can discuss it, but like, you know, what was going on in this chat, and it just was like a lot that was going on. So
okay,
what was going on? I guess like I remember asking Cliff like, what's your like normal or usual type that you go for? I mean, he told me, and then, you know, he asked me, and, you know, I told him, you know, there's a particular like nationality that I do talk to, just because it's like what I'm used to, but I think he kind of took it.
She said a Pacific nationality, so it's not American. Then she talked about another country,
foreign.
As like I didn't want to get to know him. Like I honestly like wanted to step out my comfort zone, and I really was interested. Like I really told him that I'm open and that I don't want to ever miss out on a blessing ever. So I don't want to say like this person is my person because he's this color or this nationality or this ethnicity. And you know, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I did say that, but I don't know if something else like made him not like want to communicate. Because then even like we had a discussion like one night when we talked on the phone, and then you're like, oh, I'll text you in the morning, and then I didn't hear anything else from you.
Okay, and now so Cliff, she's kind of saying you guys had a discussion. You said you were gonna call her the next day or whatever it was, and she didn't hear back from you. What would you say led to that?
Well, one thing, it was a lot of stuff going on in my head that was brought up to my attention too. I kind of didn't want to share it at that moment, but another thing that was brought up to me was Rose had a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of her. So this that was brought up to my attention as well from a few.
For sure, you had a sugar daddy. Streets. She for the street. I told you, nigga, a nurse. Them be the main hoes.
Not all.
And she not even a real nurse, man. Come on, dog. You had a whole sugar daddy.
Them nurses.
A 50-year-old Nigerian dude.
So she probably said, "What would you do for me? I have somebody. What would you do for me? And how would you take care of me so I could push him?"
Wow.
He probably
coming to the show with a whole sugar daddy.
He probably said, "What the
She
fuck?
looked like a sugar baby too.
I don't know you like that to take care of you like that. I got to get to know you first. You got to be my girl."
A 50-year-old African, bro. They always pay how they weigh.
Hey,
paid your apartment, pay for your eyebrows, your wig, all that bullshit.
They always trying to
you
smash,
for
bro.
the streets. For the streets.
From a few people that she was on the show with as well. So and then just with her when she explained the whole like she haven't really experienced African American man, and she
wait, I didn't say that.
She said she.
I didn't say that.
You said
because my mom is from Louisiana. I grew up with my mom. Like,
but you said you have. Like, she basically said she haven't dealt with African American man.
I didn't say I've never dealt.
You said it's
I've never said I've never dealt. Please don't put words in my mouth.
Bro, you said
because I consider myself Black American, even though my dad was Nigerian.
Too much makeup and all. I really like her teeth and lips. I like her mouth.
That shit probably
really nice teeth and lips.
It's probably like this. They probably put that Botox in there.
No, that's nice.
I consider myself Black American. I've dated so many Black American men, but I'm saying the older I got, I just started like dating like Nigerian men, and I just feel like a comfort like
with the Nigerian.
So I'm just telling you, I haven't dated any.
So she like Africans.
I mean, Black American men in a while. That's all I was saying.
That's what I'm explaining. I'm explaining. So
no, but you said that I have never.
I said you haven't dealt with. You told me that you haven't dealt with African American men in a while. So
you didn't say in a while.
You didn't even let me finish. Can I finish?
Okay, let's let him finish. Go ahead, Cliff.
Okay.
So basically, she said she haven't dealt with African American men in a while because of her past experience. Don't get me wrong. She's like she have dealt with Nigerian men as well. But she had some past experience with them as well. So I was like, okay, cool. But it was just giving me that, if she haven't dealt with an African American man, it just felt like, I think she was more towards, like Nigerian might be more towards her preference. And then just to piggyback off that,
But you can't make that decision for me. If I said I was open to get to know you,
you was
like,
open and optimistic. But then again, a few of the girls on the show, from her episode, brought it up to my attention that she was talking to a whole Nigerian man that's 53 years old. So I was just shocked about it because I'm like, and then she was.
So the other homegirl snitched on her, ratted her out.
She probably like, yo, won't fuck with her. You know what she doing? She got a whole.
She a sugar baby. Damn.
Nigerian
The
dude.
girls was shocked. So I was just shocked about it because I'm like, and then she was, the girls was shocked about it because they're like, why is she even on the show? And then
wait. So you saying the girls in the group said that I was talking to this guy now?
You explained it to them.
No, I was not talking. I'm not talking to this guy now. Like, this was like earlier part of this year. So whatever got missed.
So, Ro, just to confirm, when you came on the show, are you single?
Yes, like I wouldn't. For them to say that this guy was taking care of me, yes, this guy was taking care of me, but this was like way like earlier part of this year, so that had nothing to do with me. Like, I literally came on the show with great intentions on finding somebody, so I don't like that you took.
She's a liar. Sugar daddies don't care how many little boyfriends that you got, so long as they don't know about him. He's an old motherfucker. He come through smash, and she gonna do her thing. They probably already have that worked out.
And he's Nigerian too. All you gotta do is just put his meat and
pay her bills,
shit, that's it.
and she gonna do it. It's an arrangement. It's a win-win situation for her. You're a whore, and you got exposed by the girls that you try to make friends with on the show.
And the girls wouldn't even knew what you did if you didn't open your goddamn mouth. They got the information from you.
Right.
How can they do a miscommunication with it if you're the one that's telling them that?
So you out there running your mouth to these hoes about you got a sugar daddy when you're trying to meet a man?
Why would they?
She was trying to brag about her
Bragging.
man too. Yeah.
Shoot, I don't need this nigga anyway. I got a sugar daddy at home.
Well, yeah. What if they gonna get out of this to make that up to just be like, oh, she said it, but it was a long time ago.
But she's saying that it was earlier this year, months. Stop.
What somebody else said instead of like getting it from me, because you never even asked that from me. I don't feel like that's right.
Yeah.
If I'm on a dating site, or not even dating, if I'm dating you or going on a date, why would I ask you, are you still single? If we're on a date, I'm expecting for you to be single.
Yeah.
Not expecting to be like, so are you married? Are you in a relationship? Are you fucking somebody else?
You
I'm
found that
expecting
out.
for you not to be doing that. You find that out later on, or like that. But nobody asked that question during a date. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I just feel like because you explained it on the show to the girls and everything, and they brought it up to me.
But you keep saying to the girls, but you never addressed me.
So you
about
guys
it.
never had a conversation about this.
Exactly. We never had a discussion about it. So you are going by.
I felt like I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to bring that because
that means
I feel
that
like
you
she was going
wasn't
to twist
really
it.
interested.
No, it
you
wasn't that.
Interested in getting to know me then.
It wasn't that. It just showed me that she was bragging about it like to the girls on the
I
show.
wasn't bragging.
Like
how can you go by?
Like that was just
What do you mean? How is it that these girls even know you have a sugar daddy? Why would strangers know your personal business? And according to you, why would strangers know your personal past business? Why would you bring up a sugar daddy that you used to have? That's a lie. You ain't shit. Arlette, you need to vet these women out better, because your show could be better, and it's a waste of time for most of the times because these women are just looking for clout. They could care less about finding love. And if you really care about finding love, if you really care about making matches, you need to vet these contestants a little bit better.
Fact.
Screen them a little bit harder. You can do better.
She's not handling.
How can you go by he say, she say? I would never do that to you, because even in the group chat, I heard some stuff you were saying, but I never said, oh, I'm not going to talk to Cliff because I'm hearing this. Like, I'm 33 years old. I wouldn't go back and be like, oh, I'm not going to talk to him because I heard this. I'm an adult.
So, Ro,
like,
all the
I make my
girls
own
are in a group chat together from the episode? Is that where
Like
this
the
information
girls,
is coming from?
Right. So the girls have a group chat that we made a group chat because we wanted to go out after the show and like hang out. I mean, yeah. So that's what the group chat was morely about. And so it just turned to something else. And I'm not trying to put the other girls out there because I love.
These hoes came to a dating site to find love from a man,
And
and all going out on a date together with just girl. I'm telling y'all, when girls hang around other women, you're not gonna get a man like that. When y'all get it's not good. they're more concerned with hanging out with each other than actually, and they just want to brag and talk.
Brag about their lives.
This is toxic, bro. It's a toxic situation.
You know, I got to know everybody, but I don't know what girls he's pertaining to, because I honestly was not in the back bragging about some 50-year-old man.
How do they know?
Me, because
how do they know?
That's not what it is. And I wish you would have addressed me like personally, and I would have told you no. That was like way back then. I mean, that's how communication started. And I told you on the show, communication is a real big issue for me. That's my love language. If you can't communicate with me and you're going by like what the streets are saying, like you would never have a real relationship. And that's just,
it wasn't
that's
about
just
the
pure
street,
honesty.
and it was multiple people that was.
I'm just saying like street, like outside people.
But it's multiple people bringing up the same situation.
But you're still saying multiple people instead of addressing it from the person that it happened to. Okay. So now Cliff, it feels like. I'm sorry. Like, now it feels like you're trying to make me look bad on this show. Like, oh, she had this man taking care of her while she came on the show.
You do look bad.
I haven't seen that man in months. Like, literally, months.
So, Cliff, did you ever once think like, okay, you know what? I'm hearing that.
So you telling me that? All right, months ago, I was with him. So all right, after that, it was over. All right, let me go on the show and then see if I can meet another one. Months ago, though, not years. Not like it's been years since.
It's not about how much time ago. Hold on. The problem is she's not identifying that being a sugar baby is bad. Why do you have a sugar daddy ever? Period. 1 year, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, last month. The type of person that you have to be to have a sugar daddy, you're a degenerate.
Yeah.
You're a woman. You don't have value. Me finding out that you ever had a sugar daddy, X off the list.
And I feel like, that only implies the sugar daddy is going to come around again.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. Or if not him, somebody else. It could be somebody else.
The sugar daddy usually ends up leaving the sugar baby because he don't want to take care of her no more. But if ever you want to come back and get horny, he can come back.
Prom night dumpster baby. Yep.
Let me go ahead and speak with her and get more clarification.
No, I didn't want to bring it to her attention because I just feel like we'll be in a debate like how it is right now, just constantly like it was just go back and forth.
It's not a debate. I'm defending myself.
Going back and forth and like
I'm defending myself.
It was just like she bringing it up like it was past years or something when it was probably could have been recently. So I just didn't.
It wasn't recent though.
So I don't really know what it was. So I didn't really want to necessarily talk about it like at that point because I feel like she would have just probably said like, "Oh, it was in the past" or some years ago.
Because that's true. Like I'm gonna defend myself. If it's true, I would tell you. If it's not true, I would tell you it's not true. Like I'm gonna defend myself.
That's fine.
So how was it brought up to you, Cliff? Like you reached out to the other girls, or they reached out to you? Like how?
Yeah, actually, it was one that she was actually cool with. But yeah, she reached out to me and told me, and she was like she can't believe that she told her that because she literally explained it to her. And then this was actually one of the girls that actually popped on me that told me it personally. So
wow.
And she told me that she was bragging about it, and she thought about it like.
I bet you it was the big bitch with the pink on. She probably told him.
Probably. Either one, it don't matter. But that's crazy that you thought you had a friend like, girl, I got a sugar daddy anyway. She was like, oh.
He don't even make that much money. Look at him. He don't even make that much bread. Yeah, girl. So I ain't even tripping.
Yeah.
He don't do nothing for me.
And she turned around and told him.
A whole sugar daddy at home.
And good for her. She did the right thing.
Yeah.
Because she let him know that she ain't shit.
Why is you even on the show? If you announce
and I honestly feel like I already know who you're talking about, and that's probably the main person that was causing all the mess. But I'm not gonna say anything.
I mean, but like I said,
I wish. But honestly, at the end of the day, you're my match. I'm your match. You talking to her about me is not okay.
I mean, it was brought to my attention. I didn't say nothing. I didn't even know anything. It was brought to my attention.
I know, but when you heard that, you should have been like, "Ro, like, is this true?" And I would have been like, "No, Cliff.
What?
That's not true. Like, she might have misheard something or misread something because I keep all my receipts. Like, I have messages too. So I wish you would have addressed me first and been like, "Ro, she said this. Is this true?" And I would have told you. I have nothing to hide. Promise you.
That's being messy. If I come to you and be like, "Oh, so and so and so just told me that you messing with a Nigerian man, an old man. Is this true? Why are you believing that? I know what." Now you have opportunity to make up a lie with the bullshit. But if I just cut you off and just be like, "I'm done with it," then what? I don't gotta worry about you.
It's crazy
liar, bro.
So Cliff, you got this information, and then right after you got that, that was it. You never spoke to Ro again.
Yeah, I really did. I just fell back like off, bro. I couldn't deal with like all that. Just hearing the information, and then just with the whole, she kept bringing up like, oh, how I was constantly saying person name and stuff. It was just giving me a lot of like, I was gonna pull my dreads out, to be honest with you. Like I just didn't want to keep conversation where like it was just
this guy is making me
I
trying
don't
to
know.
make me
It's just
bad.
I just left it alone because I just wanted to like kind of move on because
You do look bad because you're trash. You a hoe. You had a sugar daddy. Then you came to Pop the Balloon publicly, picked this guy in the back, told the girls you had a sugar daddy. They came back and told him. You went in a group chat and went to a date with all girls after the Pop the Balloon. You're trash. You for the streets.
Yeah,
you do
right.
look bad because you're
as fuck.
bad.
And like I said, your business is out there because you ran your fucking mouth.
That's crazy.
because it was just I feel like it would be a lot of going back and forth with me and her. So I'm not that kind of person to keep going back and forth and always having to talk and I'm just like a more peace and smooth. But with Ro, it's just like it's just constantly have to like go back and forth. So I didn't want to kind of deal with that. So I wanted to keep my peace. So I kind of just left it as it is and just let it die down. Really, to be honest with you.
Okay. So were you interested in her to begin with? Like,
I mean, I was, but with
I
all
don't
the
think
information
so.
and stuff, that I got, it just kind of like
The information that you got.
it just made me kind of like think twice, and then just from the text message and stuff, because I don't know, I just started thinking a little bit, and then plus when we rode in the car together, she didn't really want to match with me anyway when she explained everything to me, so. That was another thing because
Yeah, Kimberly, I agree. He seems like sound like he looking for love. A lot of the men are really looking for love, and a lot of the women ain't shit. It just shows a lot. Some men ain't shit too, I understand. But when it comes to this show, a lot of the guys who are here, most of them are actually looking for
A real
love.
one. They're looking for a real one. They're tired of the bullshit. They're tired of the games. They're looking for somebody they can be serious with, a wife with, have kids with. You know,
That's crazy. You know, the dating market is hell out here, and I'm not saying that this is the dating market, but it's an example.
because I really wasn't truly her match, and she explained that to me in the car. So that was another.
I never told you that, Cliff.
You did tell me that. You did tell me.
I did not. Why are you trying to make me look bad?
I'm really not. So
You are,
like,
but it's
see,
fine.
that's what,
You know what?
Arlette,
I
that's
came
why
on
I
this.
said,
I
Arlette,
came on here.
This is why I
I
said
came
I
on
didn't
here
want.
with
This
to be.
why I didn't
I
want
came
to
on
argue.
sorry
here.
guys, hold on.
very
One person at a
combative.
time. I can't hear.
I let him talk. I came on here with great intentions.
Yeah.
So not
bro.
to like make him look bad. Just
Oh,
go with
you
the
are
flow,
exactly
like tell
at
him,
8.
my side. But like the stuff that you're saying
you,
is
brother.
kind of
Thank
crazy
you, Crispy.
because
Thank you.
for you to say that I sat in your car,
Peace
in
out,
the car
Crispy.
and said that you was not my match, I would never say that. That has not came out my
right,
mouth
bro.
ever.
Much love.
As I watched the show,
Drive safe, bro.
I was not your match. When I watched the show, I was not your match. You literally was on that show asking the same questions to every lady. And the only question you were asking the lady was about travel. It was nothing about them genuinely, like as a person. It was nothing about them bringing anything to the table. It was nothing about them internally. You were only asking about travel. So to me, like, you were on the show just to find someone to travel with. And honestly, when I watched it, I kind of looked and was like, this guy really wasn't even really that interested in me because you didn't really ask me any questions. The only person that was really asking me questions was Rob. Like, nobody.
If he wasn't interested in you, and you said you felt like he wasn't, why did you say yes? It's a yes for me. Yes, it's a yes for me. He said it's a yes for me too. If you was not interested, even though like he was just looking to see who was gonna take him, but if you felt like he was not interested in you, and he was not digging you, and you said that his questions, he was talking about traveling and all this other crap, why did you say you pick him as well? You contradiction yourself like completely. Like you're a liar. You're a freaking liar. He was asking all the questions that you wanted. If he wasn't that, you could have just popped on him and said, all right, on to the next one. That's bullshit.
You honestly did not show interest in me. Like, you did not. And and I know I didn't tell you was not my match because I honestly wanted to match with you because you were older. I like that you were calm. Like, I want a man that's calm. I don't want a man that's rowdy because I'm already, like, energetic.
Because you're a ratchet and you're combative and you like to argue. You want a chill dude, an older dude, and you want an old African dude who just wants to pull out his wallet and give you money and shut up so you can hoe him. We get your type. We get it. You're looking for a sucker so you could freaking verbally shellac them to death and nag them. I'm looking at your energy right now, and I could see what type of I could see what it's like just to have a disagreement with you in the kitchen. I can already see it. It could be off of mashed potatoes. It could be off the waffles or some stupid shit. Taking out the trash. Any little small thing I could tell would be a headache talking to you.
Like, I chose you because of those characteristics that I seen. You were calm, you were older, you cared yourself more, better. I liked how you were dressed. So you can't say that I chose you. I didn't, you were not my initial match, because if that was the case, I would pop my balloon, honestly.
You chose him because the other dudes popped on your ass. They heard what you said. Oh, for sure. Pop, pop, pop. He was the only one with the balloon in his hand.
Wait, wasn't it between him and someone else though?
I think it was another guy, but I think he popped too when he heard her start talking. He was like, and he popped as well. He was the only one with the balloon. Remember, the big girl was the one that he had. The other chick too. She was the one that like that. So yeah,
I could look it up. Pop the balloon 28, right? Let me see, where's she at?
And you just did a flash.
She was towards the back.
we know he got.
There she go right here.
Deal breakers is communication. That is mine. But it's you cannot.
Taking the time to understand you.
Because a lot of people always say, "Oh,
She
you're so
popped on
pretty,
him.
so pretty." So I want to.
I think he popped on her.
She had to pop him.
So I really value.
I think she popped him.
No, he popped her.
No, she popped him.
Oh, okay.
She had to choose between him and that guy. So she chose him.
Alright, so why did we end up popping his?
Well,
Face off in. What's your name?
definitely have a good time.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Well then, is it gonna be a yes for you for her?
Yes, for me.
And is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got it!
There it
That's
is.
how you know it's bullshit. If she said that, what he was saying.
So
Come on,
she
bro.
chose him.
At the end of the day, that's just it. But
Thanks,
honestly,
Hosea.
to me, watching the show with my friends and family, it just seemed like you just wanted a match, and it didn't really feel like you wanted something genuine, because your questions were not in a genuine place. It was just like, "Oh, where have you been? Where have you traveled?" That's it. Point blank, period.
Okay. Cliff, anything you want to add to
I
it?
mean, that was one question I asked because that's clearly what everybody came out and mostly everybody say. So traveling was one big thing about me. But when we were in the car, she clearly did say that Rob, who was the last person that was down with me, that she would have chose Rob, but she wanted to do something different. Rob was more of her preference, but she only chose me because she wanted to do something different. So she wanted to step out of her comfort zone.
Oh, so she said the bald dude was her preference, but she still popped on him.
That makes no sense.
Why did she?
Why did you not choose him then? Why would you not choose him if he is the one that you wanted? If he is the guy that you thought about doing?
If Rob is, which is this guy here, was your preference, then why'd you pop his balloon?
Because you knew Rob wasn't with the bullshit. Rob saw your shit, and you knew Rob wasn't gonna take that. But you saw him. He was look desperate. He looked like he had no choice. He looked like a dog trying to get something to eat.
Crazy work.
It's wild, bro.
Comfort zone.
So that clearly means.
But I didn't say that you were not my match.
Oh, look
I
at the
said
fingers.
Rob
Oh, look at the
comfort zone.
fingers.
That clearly means.
But I didn't
Rob,
say that you were not my match. I said Rob is someone I would have normally
Yeah,
went
we
for.
like that. We
But
like
I
that
chose you.
masculine
I chose you
shit.
for a reason.
We like that combative shit.
But she only
Yes,
See
I
that?
was stepping out of
She
my
can't
comfort
hide it.
zone.
She can't hide it.
You're
wanted to
right.
step
I
out.
was
Yeah,
stepping out of my
ratchet.
comfort zone.
So that clearly means.
But I didn't
Rob,
say that you were not my match. I said
Tight.
Rob is someone I would have normally went
Love
for.
those
But
masculine
I chose
gestures.
You. I chose
Keep
you
it
for
up.
a reason.
Yeah.
So you can't just say that.
It's coming
because
out.
Just like you were bragging about the other girl, like y'all had a lot of common interests. I'm not doing you that way. But now you're making it seem like I did not want to choose you. I chose you for a reason. If I wanted to choose Rob, I would have, but I didn't. I wanted to step out my comfort zone because I liked your demeanor. Like I said, you were calm, you were cool, collected. Like
You
I'm
look like
just
a sucker.
confused on where all this coming from.
And it's easy I can easily probably manipulate him. That's what it was.
So
Like-
you felt like when she said Rob is what she usually goes for, you're
Well,
thinking
it wasn't
like,
just. I mean, not even just that. It was just everything though that just led up to just where we at like now. So I just didn't want to continue to like deal with like everything that was going on. So
Okay, so there was no closure. Like, hey, I don't think this is it's not
Exactly.
gonna
He
work.
didn't even give me closure. Like that's immature. Like that's all you could have said was like, bro, I heard.
Arlette, you got to do better. You ain't shit too a little bit. You're making excuses for her. You're setting her up with these leading questions for her to come out and escape what's clearly obvious. She was being trash and messy. And you should start calling her out. You should start calling these women out instead of doing that black girl protective love sisterhood shit.
Yeah.
You need to start calling these women out when they're bad actors.
She's on her side. She
We understand black women stick together, bro, and that shit is toxic. But right here ain't the time for it. We don't like seeing that. Arlette, this is your platform. You need to do better at this. When you could clearly she's for the streets. She's a thought. She wasn't even a nurse. She lied about that. She said she really wanted the other guy, but picked the other guy. She's lying. She sat up here and talked about him behind his back. She kept the fact she had a sugar daddy, bragging backstage to the other girls.
Heard this about you. Is it true? I would have told you. And then you could have made your, you could have said, okay, well, I don't want to continue this. And I would have been like, okay, I understand. You didn't even give me that. I would have gave you that. I honestly would have gave you that.
Ro, did you reach out to him when you didn't hear from him?
No, because I felt like there was no need for me to reach out, because if he really was interested in me and if he really wanted to know like whatever he heard was true, then he would have reached out to me. I didn't reach out. After he said, "Oh, I'll text you in the morning," and then I didn't.
How did you know that he heard something if you felt like, oh, well, we talked to whatever on the phone and he haven't got back at me? You didn't even know he heard something, so he just said that. So how did you know he heard something about it? You didn't. You was not interested, so stop lying. You didn't know that he heard anything from anybody else. You just said it.
I didn't hear back. I'm like, well, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay. Oh my God, that's a lot for only knowing each other. What was that? All in like a week?
That's what I'm saying. That's just too much. It's just too much to deal with. Like,
don't try to make it seem
it's
like
just
it's
too much to
me,
deal with
though.
within a week, and I'm just really not trying to do all that. Like,
Don't make
really
it seem
not.
like it's just me.
I'm just saying. It's just
you have
Arlette, and then
blame in
even
it too.
it's crazy because like even the messages and stuff I show my guys, it's like, wow, like you going through like dealing with all that, and y'all barely even know
Messages that she sent you?
Yeah, it was essays, paragraphs, like books.
Yes,
you know?
because if I can't talk to you during the day, I'm gonna send you a message and tell you all this that we're talking about, because we're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
All this you showing your boys and stuff, see, that's childish. I don't.
It's
do
not
stuff like
childish.
that.
It's not.
Showing his boys what he's dealing with a crazy broad is childish. But bragging to bitches on a dating show backstage that you don't know about having a sugar daddy is not. Get the heck out of here.
It is childish. Why would you show your boys my
Shut
messages
up.
for you?
It's some like
That's
just to
childish.
show like
I have
this
not
is
showed
because
any of my
you my
friends.
match, so I showed them like look what I'm
It
going
doesn't
through.
matter. I'm your match.
Like,
I'm not their match.
But it's just like I said.
So I don't
like,
show my friends
it
my
was a lot.
messages of you.
It was a lot, and I just
You have a lot. You have a lot of growing up to do, but it's
I
okay.
really
Like
don't.
you do.
I really don't.
Because there's no way I'm gonna be showing my friends my guys' messages like, oh yeah, she did this. Like,
no, I
come
was
on
just
now.
showing them like look what I'm going through.
No, you
And
don't
I
do
barely even
that.
know you.
You don't do
Like
that.
that's
You
crazy.
don't
I
do
didn't say
that.
I showed them the whole message, but like
It don't
look at the
matter.
essay.
You don't do that.
All right,
Okay,
You don't do
all right,
well,
guys.
that's
We're-
what you don't do.
And-
You don't
and
have
for
to do
one-
it.
We're
like
not
I
gonna get
said,
anywhere, guys.
Man,
I know.
Let's just.
That's why
And for
that's why I
one, you
left
should
it.
have addressed
That's
me.
why I left it at it was. That's
You
why.
should have addressed
That's
me
why I
about
left it at it
everything
was.
that you
It
felt about
wasn't
me.
it wasn't a purpose. Like no, I wasn't
man.
about to do that. So
Okay.
And that's fine.
Well, we can see. Yeah, this.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's a
You
lot.
just have
There's
a lot of you have a lot of maturing to do. I'm just gonna let you know that.
thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
Thank
Because
you.
all
Good
this
answer.
he say, she say, baby, I'm not in high school. I'm not.
That's
If
fine.
I need to know it, if I need to know something, I'm gonna ask the person.
Sure you are. You're a little whore. You had a sugar daddy. They're called sugar daddies. You're a sugar baby. So you're being treated like a daddy, flowering you with gifts. You are a child. You take in the child position to have a sugar daddy take care of you because you're not a woman. Women aren't sugar babies. Little girls are.
Point blank, period. I'm gonna ask that person.
All right. Well, in other news, for us to go ahead and wrap this up, I know, Ro, you said you're going back to school. Any other projects, anything else you're going to be working on that we could be on the lookout for?
All right, that's enough. There it is. It's tough out here, man.
It is, bro.
I had her just right, dog. Flash, I'm on your shit.
This is a lying piece of shit. And if you don't want to be a part of this, or you feel like, first of all, if you had a months later or whatever, you know you was in that situation, you should not be on this show. And what I didn't like about Erlette didn't take advantage. She didn't handle none of this shit right.
Nope.
She let the argument go on. She didn't say, "Hold up, you guys, stop." She's just sitting there laughing. That's bad as a host. That's really bad. He was calm and collected, and she still kept going off. And then you start seeing her mannerisms change, the hand movements, everything else. She's saying, "You're putting this all
coming
on
out."
me." She put everything on him.
It was coming
to make
out,
it
bro.
seem like she is the innocent one. You clearly, first of all, once again, no one's gonna know. I'm about to do that shit too. No one's gonna know your business unless you open your goddamn mouth to tell them. Them girls would have. Oh shit.
Oh fuck! Oh, Kimberly, bro! Dang! 200 $200 donation from my lady Kimberly, bro. Shout out to the females of Jody's Corner, bro. Let's go! Everybody thumbs that shit up.
It's $3.99, dog.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all subscribe to Jody's Corner, bro, because we got amazing patrons and friggin' members just like her. Jody's Corner.